Hey everyone, I'm Erin, and welcome to this month's edition of the Dollar Club, where we see how everyone contributing just $1 a month can bless the community and share the love of Christ to those around us. Today, we're going to sit down with Brian, son of Steve Hoskinsons, who is an IT specialist with the West Virginia schools. Steve suddenly passed away in October, leaving behind some unexpected challenges and hardships for his family. So let's sit down with Brian and hear about his story and see if there's any way the Dollar Club can help. Hey, Brian, thank you so much for sitting down and chatting with me today. Can you share a little bit about your dad, Steve?
Sure. My dad was an exceedingly patient man. That's probably one of the biggest things that people that knew him would say about him was that he was patient and he liked to teach people. So that was something that was awesome about him. In September, kind of suddenly, he tested positive for COVID. Shortly after, Dad started feeling pretty bad, and he kind of put that off for a while until he had to call an ambulance to be taken to the hospital. He was in intensive care for right at about 3.5 weeks, and it just got progressively worse until all of the damage that the COVID virus had caused. He kind of likened it to running a nonstop marathon for 14 days, and his body was just too tired, and we had to make a decision to let him go.
What sort of legacy has he left behind?
He has 7 grandkids. So I've got 3 boys, and then there are 4 other grandkids that are my sisters. So there's 3 girls and a boy there. 3 of those were living with him when he passed. And so they're gonna come live with us. Actually, this coming weekend they're moving in. So, but he took them in and kind of changed their life as well.
What are some of the challenges that you guys are facing and your family's facing just after the sudden loss of your dad?
Oh my gosh, there's a lot, The 3 kids that he was raising, having to go through and kind of deal with that, and they're taking it really hard because he's, for the 3 of them, almost the primary father figure that they've known their entire lives. So that's a struggle that we've been kind of dealing with for the last couple of months, getting them kind of comfortable with the idea of coming and living with us, and also dealing with that loss. So, and that's probably the most difficult thing for all of us is dealing with that loss.
Thank you so much for sharing with us and just opening up. And it sounds like he just made such an impact on those that he was around. And we actually at River Ridge has this thing called the Dollar Club, where we just ask everybody once a month to throw in an extra $1, and we find a need in the community, and we try to go and help fill that need. And so when we just heard about your dad's story and the impact that he had and just the challenges now that you guys are having to face so suddenly, we wanted to help step in and fill part of that need. And so I actually have a check for you all for $5,882 to maybe help with the transitional period. And
that's fantastic. We in order to make room for the kids, we had to do renovations. Those were entirely unexpected. So that will help with that pressure a lot.
Awesome.
So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.